Thanks for joining me on this start to what is for most of us a long holiday weekend. I think you might have little Rizzo down here saying hello with a little wiggle tail. There you go. She's fired up about a long weekend for sure. Anytime that we are here to sit on the couch with her more, she is extremely thrilled. So thanks so much guys for being here. I know might have a short attendance with it being a holiday weekend and grill outs and all that kind of stuff, but I still wanted to be here because for me, I know I really enjoy getting a good workout in before I know what's going to be probably some indulgences over the weekend. So thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day to everyone, and thank you for your service to all those who have provided such to our country. So thank you so much. All right, guys, so today we are doing an upper body boot camp. So all upper body. So what you're gonna need super quick is basically just weights, whatever you got. We're gonna be doing some varying levels of, I won't say difficulty, nothing's particularly easy, but you know, we're just gonna need a variety of hand weights if you have it. If you don't, if you just have one set, we'll just work with your one set and make it work. You can increase or decrease reps as you need to. So I would say at least grab yourself a light, medium, heavy. If you have quite a few weights, then just go ahead and set them up near you so you have your choice of whatever you need. But light, medium, heavy, or just one, whatever you have will make it work. Even to some extent, we might even be able to make some bands work if that's what you have. So that's really it. And something for the floor to support you on the floor, because we will be getting on the floor. So yoga mat, flat blanket, etc., etc. That's really all you need today. So we'll grab your equipment. I'll talk you through the workout real quick, and then we'll get started. I do want to apologize. I'm already starting to sweat. I think I haven't got a fan or anything yet from my garage, so I'm going to be dripping here shortly. So upper body boot camp. So we're doing all upper body, no lower body today. We're going to work in supersets. So we're going to do 2 exercises 3 times through, and we have 5 of those sets. Okay, so 2 exercises, 3 times through, no break, just rocking right through them. And then we'll take a break and move to the next set. So we've got 5 sets of those. I'll try to keep an eye on the time. I didn't bring my timer out, so I'll just check on my phone and make sure once we get through 4, I'll make sure that we have enough time for 5. Just to make sure we don't go too crazy long. So that's what we're working with. So we got reps, not time. We're gonna be working in the 8 to 12 rep range. That's where you really start to build some good muscle, is in that 8 to 12, so that's where we're going to be working. That also gives you some good flexibility too. If your weight selection is limited and you're a little heavier than you want to be for an exercise, as long as you get to about 8, you're good. Reverse of that is if you have too light for the exercise, but you don't have another option, you can go to 12 or even to 15 if you need to, okay? So 8 to 12 is sort of our ideal range. Like I said, your weights are going to vary from exercise to exercise, so if you have a lot of options, grab a lot of options, and then as always, add music if you need it. I do have the garage door cracked, so you'll probably hear a lot more atmosphere kind of noise than normal, but whew, it's for my survival, y'all, so just turn up your music a little louder or enjoy the birds chirping here if that gets you going. So let's see. I'll be checking, of course, between sets for questions. Modifications, always welcome if you need it. There's a couple that I will definitely show you modifications for, especially if we get to that 5th set. I'll be working if we get to that 5th set in the modification, so you'll be able to see plenty of examples of that. And then lastly, my 2 things always, please share these workouts, especially on days like today when I don't think a lot of people will be watching live. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a small crowd. So, you know, share these workouts. Even if you do it way after the fact, if you do a workout from a month ago and you loved it, share it. Let people know, get people watching, get people involved. Again, just about encouraging movement, encouraging people to give it a shot and really to improve their lives overall. And lastly, if you want to throw any donations my way for these classes that I've been teaching for, I believe this is my 17th or 18th class. You are welcome to send me a donation to @StrongStyleFit on Venmo. Or if you don't like Venmo, just let me know and we'll find another way. All right. So go ahead and grab your weights. Where we're going to be starting is working our biceps and our triceps. The rest of the sets, we're going to be overloading one muscle group. I didn't want to do it with biceps and triceps, mostly because I really wanted to get bicep in, but there's only so many variations of a curl, and I just thought you would fatigue out if we did just 6 total sets of bicep exercise. So we'll do bicep, tricep first, and then we're going to stay in each muscle group for the whole set. So that's where we're going first, and I'm gonna come check for comments and then we'll get started. All right. All right. It looks like I do have some friends here. Yay! Hey, Kathy. I think I might have a couple others, so I'm super excited. I'm glad you tuned in. Thank you for taking the time to join me. So we are going to start with a wide bicep curl. So normally when we curl, we're just here with our elbows locked in, curling to the front. We're gonna have the same idea, elbows locked in, but we're gonna go to a wide grip. So we're gonna be rotated out. Just hitting that bicep in a different spot. That's really what all the different variations of a bicep curl is. It's just hitting those biceps in different areas. So we're gonna do a wide bicep curl. That's where we're gonna start. And we'll come down to the floor and we're gonna do skull crushers. One of my favorite names for exercises. It sounds so gnarly. All right, and I get to debut my hand weights, yay! All right, so we've got a wide bicep curl. We're looking to get to 12. 8 to 12 is our range. Remember, if you're on the heavier end, 8's a good goal. If you're on the lighter end, 12, even 15 if you need to, okay? All right, so wide bicep curl, let's go. 2. Good, so we still got those shoulders back and down. 3. Still got those elbows locked into our sides. 4. 5. I want you to move. You don't have to mirror me. 6. But I want your reps to be slow and controlled. 7. It's really about that time under tension, even when you're working for reps. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I'm going to stop at 12. Remember, if you need to go to 15, go for it. I'll just be setting up for the next exercise. That should give you time to keep going if you need to. All right, so we're going to skull crushers. So skull crusher, we're going to lay down on our back. For this exercise, you're going to want to go pretty light. I don't necessarily mean 3 pounds, unless that's what you need. Fine, no judgment, but just on the lighter end. Also, too, for safety, you want to make sure your triceps don't give out on you because it is called skull crusher for a reason. Because you're going to be dropping weights towards your head. So we're going to set up on the floor. You want your arms at 11s, right up out of the sockets. Set those shoulders down on the ground, and then from shoulder to elbow, it's going to stay in one spot. It never moves. You are just moving elbows and hands. You're dropping them down, squeezing back to the top, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2. Gotta make sure you're keeping a nice grip, of course. You are dropping weights towards your head. 5. Good. Keeping those shoulders down on the mat. Don't let your arms start creeping up here. Keep them locked down on the mat. 7. 8. 9. Shoulder to elbow, stay stationary. 10. 11. 12. I'm going to do a couple extra just because I normally do 12s on these and I don't have 12. 15 for me. All right, go back to those bicep curls. I'm gonna take a second and silence my phone. Sorry, this has kept happening. I'm back to doing some personal training on Saturday. So I have my phone not on silent, and then I forget to change it. All right, get those wide bicep curls. Remember, we're trying not to take long breaks until we get all the way through. Wide curl. 1, 2, 3. Elbows locked in. No momentum. These aren't arm swings. These are bicep curls. 6. There's a bird just going crazy outside. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Woo! All right, back to those skull crushers. Now lay it down. Safest way to get those weights is to hold them to your chest and then lay back. All right, arms at 11, then lock those shoulders down the mat. Elbow to shoulder, stay stationary. Just bend at the elbows. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna pretend these birds are my coach. And they're just giving it to me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, control the drop. 10. Don't just drop them down towards your head. Lower. 11. 12. I'm going to take a couple extra. Feel free to join me if you need it. 13. 14. 15. Good. Right back to those bicep curls. No breaks. Right back to it. Right, set it back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those biceps are probably getting tired. You can do it. 6, 7. Use that breath. 8, 9. 3 more. We can do it. 10, 11, 12. Yes. Man, sometimes you gotta fight for it, and that's all right. Oh, that's where you get that good work in. It's where you're fighting for it. All right. Waist to chest. Lay it back. Whew. Arms at 11. Lock those shoulders down. Core tight. Elbow to shoulder stays in place. Bend through those elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you're controlling that drop. 6. It's a lower, not a drop. 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing good, guys. 11, 12. I'm going to push for a couple more. 13, 14, 15. Good, good, good. Remember, the 15 is only there if your weight selection just doesn't allow for 12 to be enough, okay? 15 really is I'm not gonna say too many, that sounds very judgy. That's a lot of reps for a muscle building kind of exercise. So only go there if you really need to. For me, there's a fine line between too much and too little in the skull crushers. So I didn't feel safe going all the way up to 15, so I just opted for more reps there. So just use your judgment. Do the best you can with what you're working with, right? All right, so that was our bicep tricep superset. Catch your breath for a minute, catch some water. This is when we're gonna get our breaks in, is when we transition from one superset to another. So we'll take a couple minutes in between, reset, let our muscles rest, get some water, because we don't take any breaks in between in our supersets. All right, I'm gonna check for some comments. No rush, keep drinking your water. I'm gonna give us another minute or so. All right. Yeah, I was so excited to finally find this weight set. I've been clocking Academy forever. So I wanted to use Academy because I had a gift card. Thank you, Angie, by the way, if you watch this. And from Christmas. And so I really wanted to apply that gift card because this wasn't a small purchase. And they finally had two, so they had two in stock, but it wouldn't let me buy them online. So I had to call and they said, yeah, but we can't hold it. And so I had to rush and get them. And oh, it was so funny. But I was so excited to get them. All right, friends, enough of your break. So we're going to do a chest superset. So like I said, our first superset hit bicep and tricep. Now we're gonna be working in just one muscle group. So that's really gonna hit some fatigue. So both of these exercises are gonna be on the floor. We are going to do a chest fly. So we'll be laying flat on our back, weights over our chest, a little bit of bend in our elbows. We're gonna open up, squeeze it together. Open up, squeeze together. That's our chest fly. And then we're doing a chest press or a bench press here. And that's gonna be our superset. So really overloading that chest. You might wanna think about, if you were gonna use the same weight for both exercises, you might wanna think about grabbing also a lighter pair if you have it, just in case you need it, okay? I would not do the same weight probably on my chest fly as I would on my chest press. So I'm going to go down, so I'm gonna have 2 sets of weights. And honestly, normally I do 20 or more on my chest press, but knowing that we're overloading, I'm gonna be conservative. We're gonna go with 15. All right, so we're gonna lay it back. Ooh, get this sweaty ponytail off my neck. So we're gonna have our weights over our chest. Have a little bit of bend in those elbows. Really get that neck long, shoulders down and away. We open up and we squeeze it forward. So really think about it as you come up to the top, that's your work. Your work is from here to here. That's your main set of work. So you're squeezing those chest muscles to lift those weights back up. All right, I'm gonna get started. If you kept going, no worries. 1. So it's almost like you catch it with your chest muscles at the bottom and then squeeze it back up. 3, 4, 5. It's like your chest spreads open and catches and then squeeze it to the top. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I'm gonna go to our bench press. So we got what is likely gonna be a heavier weight if you're gonna change. Weights come up over the top. I'm just gonna try real quick. Well, maybe I could do a chest fly with 15s. I might give it a shot next round. All right, so we come over our chest. Again, tuck those shoulders down, long neck. We wanna drop the weights, not directly to like a T out of our shoulder, but a little bit lower, okay? So you don't wanna be right up here, directly straight line out of your shoulder. You wanna be a little bit lower. Okay, let's go. Make sure your weights are over your chest, not over your throat or your head. 4, 5, Good. All right. Going back to those flies. Take a second. If you need to stretch out your grip and take just a half second, kind of stretch your thumbs and your fingers. That is absolutely fine, but no more than a few seconds. We're going right back to it. Chest fly. 1, 2, 3. Load those weights. Catch it with that chest. 4. Squeeze it to the top. 5. 6. Use that breath. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Woo-wee! I was starting to fail on that last one. I kicked my weights up from 10 to 15 from that first round. Woo! There's the sweat. All right, we got our bench press. Remember, no big breaks till we're done. Weights over our chest. We're dropping down slightly below that shoulder. Squeezing up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Woo. All right, short break. Stretch your grip if you need to. One of my challenges when I work in a position like this is like the pads of my thumb get really sore. I'm not sure what that is, honestly. I don't think it's uncommon, but I really don't know how to fix it. So little stretch, little finger shimmy. Okay, let's go. We've got one more set. Chest flies. Open it up. Squeeze to the top. Use that breath. Breathe in. Breathe out as you're working. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Woo! Man, that chest is talking. All right, little finger shimmy if you need it. Okay, bench press. Last set of work. Over that chest. Get those shoulders down, long neck. Press. 2. 3. 4. 5. Chest muscles are shaking. 6. 7. 8. 9. You can do it, guys. Almost there. 10. 2 more. It's worth it. 11. 12. Nice. Set those weights down. Whew. Awesome. All right. We have got our break. Whew. And we're going to take a healthy little break, several minutes. So no rush. Take your time getting up. Ooh, get plenty of water. If you happen to be working in a super stressful situation, such as me, in this heat, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, guys. Plenty of it. Oh. Man, oh man. So now you can kind of feel the difference. Superset when we were working 2 different muscle groups versus superset working just 1 muscle group. It's pretty different, huh? I mean, that bicep tricep is awesome because those muscles work together. So, you know, it wasn't really different types of work working bicep tricep, but man, just staying in that one group, woo! So what we'll be going next, again, no rush, we're still gonna take another minute or 2, is shoulders. So we're going to do an overhead press and a lateral raise. Okay, so that's where we're going next if you want to grab your weights while you're cooling off. So overhead press, forgot to mention seated overhead press. So your seated overhead press, my #1 preference would be to sit on the floor for your seated overhead press. If you cannot sit on the floor, it's too difficult to get up and down, it's really uncomfortable, and just sit in a chair, okay? All right, take another minute, get your water. I'm gonna check comments real quick. Okay, nothing going on there. Good, good, good. All right, and actually let me check time too, just to make sure we're still doing okay. Oh yeah, we're good. All right. Okay guys, so we're going to that seated overhead press. We have done this once before. We've done overhead press a lot. We've done the seated version once before. So, what's cool about the seated version is it takes any chance for momentum out of the equation completely. And it also really challenges your core, which I think is very cool because you're having to hold yourself steady, not rock from side to side, because you don't have your legs to do that for you. So you can sit however you like, if you're more comfortable with your legs closer together, or if you're comfortable with your legs further apart, however you want to sit. Really engage that core, lock it down. Everything else about the overhead press stays the same. So we drop just to our shoulders or a little bit below and push overhead. That's all the same, just changing what happens with this lower body. All right. If we're ready, let's go. 5, 6, 7. Just feel that core grabbing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Yes, man, that just changes the game on that overhead press. All right, we're going lateral raises. I'm gonna give it a shot with these 10s. Not what I normally do on a lateral raise, so I might have to lower it. That's all right. All right, so lateral raise, we get those shoulders down, roll back, and they stay down. What we tend to want to do on a lateral raise is pick our shoulders up with it. It's just our arms. You're gonna have those elbows not locked, just a little bit loose. You lift up to the side. 2, 3. You want to stop right at that shoulder height. It's hard to do if you're not watching in the mirror. 5. Just be aware. Do the best you can to keep them below that shoulder height. We're even with the shoulders. 7, 8, 9. Till I'm going higher than normal. 10, 11, 12. Nice. All right. I gotta say, there is something very fun though about challenging yourself and seeing what you can do. So remember, if you have a weight selection, you want to try to go higher just to see. If you can get to 8, stay at that higher weight. All right. Remember, no long rest breaks till we're done. Overhead press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push it. 7, 8, 9. Woo, my shoulders are feeling it. 10, 11. Woo, shaking like crazy. 12. Whoa. Oh man, that is awesome. They are just shaky, shaky, shaky. All right, lateral raises. Whew. All right, shoulders back and down. Let's do it. 1, 2. Keep a little bend in those elbows. 3. You never want your elbows straight locked out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome work, guys. 10. I know it's tough. You can do it. 11. Last one. 12. Nice work. All right. We got one more set. Woo! Can we do it? Yes, we can. Absolutely, we can. All right. Grab those weights. Get yourself set up. This is definitely one where I notice my scoliosis because I don't sit evenly because I can't. So I notice my weights are a little bit different heights. Hi. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do it. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try 11, 12. Oh man. So that, if you haven't experienced it for yourself, you just saw it, that is what muscle fatigue and darn near muscle failure looks like. I think if I would have tried for one more, that would have been failure. So, you know, muscle failure is not when you decide to quit. Muscle failure is when your body goes, no, we're out. We can talk more about that during the break. All right, let's get through these and we're done with the shoulders. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. No momentum. 4. All muscle lift. 5, 6, 7. We got it, guys. 8, 9, 10. 2 more, guys. We got it. Let's do it. 11, 12. Yes. Woo. Oh my gosh. You guys, I am dripping. Oh. All right, that's our break. We got a couple minutes. We're gonna take it. Catch your breath. Wipe your sweat if you were wise enough to bring a towel. I was not. Probably have Alice Cooper eyes. Like I said before, I try to wear some mascara just so I'm not quite so pale and stark. Whew. But I always regret it when I get into the mirror after the workout and I'm like, whoa. All right, no rush, guys. Taking a break. Let those muscles relax, calm down. Where we're moving to next, and actually our next 2 sets, if we have enough time to get through 2 sets, is back. We're working whole back for at least 1 more set, not 2 sets, if time allows. I did 2 with the back because our back muscles are so big, so expansive, that I thought we'd just kind of overload it a little bit. I'll check the time in our break, and honestly, if we don't have enough time to get through the next two, maybe I'll add one extra exercise to the superset, just so we only miss one exercise. We'll see. All right, no rush. We're still taking another minute or two. I'm gonna check comments. Moving and grooving pretty good on our time. We're only like 38 minutes in. So I think we actually can get through 2 more sets. We'll give it a shot. All right. So where we're going next is upright row. So that'll be weights in front, shoulders back and down, and we're rowing up. So that's our first exercise, is upright row. Now sometimes I see upright rows where people are bringing their elbows up really high. To me, that feels super unsafe. If that's how you've done it for years, it's caused you no problems, that's what you like, feel free to go ahead and bring those elbows up, but I only come to about here till my weights get to about my chest. That's how I feel it's safe. Again, if you've been doing it the other way for years, that's what you like to do, don't let me stop you, but I will not be demonstrating it that way, okay? So we're gonna do upright rows, and then we are going to do single arm flies. Here, okay? We're not gonna do them alternating, we're gonna do one side and one side, okay? So I know we'll get through this set with the single arms. It might take a little longer. I'll check time, we'll make sure we'll keep plowing through. All right, so upright row. Another one where I'm kind of falling in the middle. So I'm gonna try with 15, see where we go. Again, I always bring these things up because I know you don't necessarily care how much weight I'm lifting, but I just like to get in your head that it's okay to experiment and back off or ramp up if you need to. There's no rules that whatever weight you pick up is the weight that you have to use for the rest of the day, okay? All right, so upright rows, we're here, shoulders back and down, chest open. We pull straight up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. All right, so we're gonna do our single arm fly. So we're gonna be here, get that little bit of bow in our arm, we're setting back, booty back just a little bit, head in line for spine, we open up to the side, okay? All right, you can start with left or right, whichever one you want. 1, 2. You also want to fight the urge to twist and use your body. It's a really big urge when you're doing single-sided. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stop at 10. I feel like that's about where I can go safely. You're welcome to keep going, 11, 12, 15, up to 15 if you need to. I'll pause for a second and let you get there. All right. Honestly, I may have to go down on those. I'm gonna try the other side though. All right, you ready? Other side, a little bit of bend in that arm. Back, 1, 2, 3, good. Keep those shoulders facing forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going if you need to. Funny enough, I actually felt like I could keep going with the other side, but not on this one. I think maybe this side just got a little extra rest. All right, just letting you catch up to 12 or 15 if you need to. And we're one of those upright rows. All right. All right, get ready with those upright rows. Again, shine that chest forward, shoulders down. Keep that belly core engaged. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost there. 10. 2 more if you got it. 11. 12. Nice. All right. Woo. Okay. Yeah. The sweaty ponytail. Woo. All right. I'm going to start. Actually, no. Right revealed to be the weaker side. So one quick tip while you're doing single arm, if you find, like I just did, that today, it might not even be every day, that my right wasn't feeling as strong as my left, you want to start with your weaker side. Do as many as you can with your weaker side, and then only do that many on your stronger side. That keeps you from building imbalances, especially if it's a consistent imbalance. Today is a sort of weird one for me. Usually my right side is the stronger, so I'm not going to overly stress about it. But always start with your weaker side. All right. Give those flies a little bit of bend. Keep those shoulders facing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7. Think about those big muscles that run down your back. 8, 9, 10. I want to feel it. I think I can do another. 11, 12. There we go. I think that little bit of extra break got me over the hump. All right. Other side. So you might notice I've got my hand back here. That's just so I can kind of feel my back and make sure that I'm not doing this and opening up. Just kind of a reminder to keep everything facing forward. Not something you have to do, just a little reminder for myself. All right, a little bit of bend. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze that big back muscle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. Keep pushing. 10, 11, 12. Woo. All right. One more trip through. Woo. Nothing like kicking your own butt, right? All right. Last set of upright rows. And our shoulders back and down. We try to keep them open. When we have our weights in front, we tend to let our shoulders slump forward. Try to really focus on shining that chest open. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Tell yourself you can. 4. It's that self-talk that gets us. 5. I can tell you all day long that you can. 6. But if your head's telling you you can't, that's always going to win. 7. So believe you can. 8. 9. Good. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. Nice. All right. We got a single arm blast. myself, my little reminder to keep that chest facing forward, no swings. Ooh, let's go. I'm gonna work backwards this time. 11, maybe that'll mentally help. 10, 9, 8. If you have that hand on your back, you can also feel those muscles working. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Oh man, oh boy. All right, other side, we got this. Woo! Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 more, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, 1. Oh man, woo, we did it, we survived that set. Wow. Oh, y'all, I mean, I know a lot of what's going on with me is how hot it is in this room, but whoa, whew, you'll have to let me know if you're sweating like this too. All right, take your break. I'm gonna do a quick check on time. Make sure we have enough time to get through this last set. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. So our back muscles are like, no, we don't. No, we're good. All right, we're gonna keep taking a little break. We have no rush. Another minute or two. Let's see, we're gonna have a couple variations too, of where we can go with this next exercise. I'm not gonna lie to you that what we're about to do, I would definitely say is one of the most difficult exercises, at least for me. Everybody's different. So we're gonna give it a shot. You can absolutely do it. The number goal, I'm gonna say is what your max number goal is. Now if you're super fit, you do this all day long, you might be like, you're making a big deal out of nothing, but for me personally, I feel like this is a really challenging exercise. So we're gonna have a goal of 10 each side, but really just get to where you can, okay? Especially this late in the workout when we've been burning out our upper body. I want you to push hard, but we have spent a lot of energy already. All right, so both of our exercises are gonna be on the floor. The exercise I've been alluding to is a renegade row. So I'm gonna be doing a modified, just because we're this late in the exercise. I might start full, but I might, we'll see. So renegade row, for those of you who are not familiar with a renegade row, is a plank. Now, I'm gonna show you the full version, and then we're gonna step it down. So there's a couple reasons we might wanna step it down. So renegade row, you go into a full plank, and you row from full plank, okay? So that's your renegade row. So a couple things could stop you from doing full renegade row. Obviously fitness level being number 1, wrist being number 2, weights being number 3. So part of the safety of being able to row up on your weights is that they have this hexagon shape, so you have a flat edge to keep your weights from rolling around. If I had circular weight and was trying to do this, they'd be rocking back and forth like crazy. So if that's what you have, then your option, we'll start with that issue, is to set your weights out beside your hand, or to just do one weight, pick it up. We're gonna be doing single-sided, so you don't have to balance on that weight. So actually having a circular weight you could just put one hand on the ground and row, okay? The same method, if your wrists bother you to be up on the weights like this, it is not comfortable for me. Since we're doing single-sided, just use one weight and plank on your hand and row, okay? So that's your options if your weights either can't hold you because they're circular or your wrists hurt from trying to hold yourself up. Since we're doing single-sided, just plank on your hand. The other modification, of course, is to go to plank and then drop to your knees and row from there. That's your next modification down, okay? If being in the row position, in the renegade plank position is too much, just know, then just row. Stand and row, or if you don't want to get up and down, because we're going to do both exercises on the floor, you can be here and row. So if that renegade row is just too tough or too painful, ditch it, do single-sided row, okay? All right, I know that was a lot of talk, but that's a really tough exercise, and I just want to make sure that you're set up for success, okay? All right, so we're going to aim for 10 on each side. That's our goal. If you can't get there, just do as many as you can, okay? All right. Whew, I'm going to give it a shot. What the heck, right? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See my arms shaking? 8, 9, 10. Whoo! Yes, I was moving a little faster through those reps than I normally do. That's all right. Okay. Other side. If you're doing kneeling, go ahead and just flip that leg around. Go to your other leg. However you're doing it. All right. If you're up high, squeeze that core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh, man, I hate that exercise. But you know what? When you hate it, probably means you need to be doing it, right? All right. Oh, I'm dripping sweat all over my weights. Oh man. All right. The last exercise in this set is dumbbell pullover. So I'm gonna leave my weight here for the moment. So this is where we set up on our back. We hold our weight over our chest. We drop it back to touch the floor and pull it back over. Using those big back muscles. Just squeeze and pull over. So you want to think less shoulders, more back. For most of us, this is an exercise where we can use our heaviest weight. And in fact, you really want to, unless it causes you lots of shoulder problems, because you really need a heavy weight to make that back kick in. Okay, so we're holding over our chest. We drop back, tap, pull it over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now don't be surprised if you are feeling your arms, your bicep, your tricep, your shoulders, because those muscles are so fired up right now that they're going to be working too, even if they're not your primary mover. Last one. So don't be alarmed if you feel other muscles shaking while you're doing that. Just keep in mind that your back is what you're trying to work, okay? All right. Got those renegade rows. All right. modify to your knees or up and rowing here, okay? Your option. Whew. Now I'm having a bigger issue finding where to put my feet. All right, guys, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, other side. Forgive my huffy puffy counting. Ah. All right. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all. Whoa. I'm actually really excited that I'm even doing those in full plank. That makes me really excited. All right, just a tip. If you're doing your rows in full plank and you're feeling like you're really rocking from side to side, the wider your base with your feet, the more stability you have. So you'll notice when I do it, my feet are really wide, much wider than I've ever been in a plank. And that's just to give that stability so you're not rocking back and forth. Okay, all right. Dumbbell pullovers, heavy weight to your chest. Don't try to pick it up from your side. All right, woo. That weight up over our chest, shoulders down, long neck. We drop it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze from that back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Woo! My. All right, we're almost there, guys. One more set. We can do it. Oh, man. All right, we have a renegade rows. Going for 10. Remember, if you're trying the full plank, wide base. Or if you haven't tried it because you're like, oh, I always almost tip over, give it a shot with that wider base. It's our last set. See what you can do, okay? Even if you want to do a few, give it a shot. Test it out. Test the waters. Nobody's watching. All right. So I'm gonna get my feet set here. All right, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, other side. And you might see my arm is shaking like crazy underneath me. It's all right. Push through it. That doesn't mean stop. You can keep going through that. All right, guys, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man. Good job, guys. I am so proud of you. Whatever you tried in that renegade row, even if you only got 2 or 3, so proud of you for trying. It's a really intimidating exercise, really challenging. So proud of you. Give it a shot. All right. We got our pullovers, and then we are done. All right. Heavy weight to the chest. Lay it back. Weight comes up. Long neck. Long spine. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, guys. Use that breath. 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. 9, 10. Last 2. 12. Awesome. You dump that weight over. Ah, man, stretch it out a little bit. Woo. Ah, let those arms out. Windshield wiper those knees a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. Woo. Boys and girls, that was your upper body boot camp. I am spent. Yeah, pretty spent. Pretty sure these arms are going to be useless the rest of today. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me this Saturday afternoon. I know for a lot of us, even with everything going on, this is probably a busy weekend, cookouts or what have you, or just spending some good quality time with your family, grilling out some food. So I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and work out with me. Again, just another hour dedicated to you and to your well-being. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself if you're going to take care of others. So always take the time. If this isn't the way you choose to care for yourself and you have another way, do that. Just make sure you're taking care of you during all this, okay? Anytime, make sure you take care of you. So thank you so much for joining me. I do plan to be back on Tuesday. I already have Tuesdays planned all together, so look forward to that. Have a great, great holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Spend the time with some loved ones. Take care of yourself. If you have a free moment, share this video. Encourage people to get disgustingly sweaty along with me. And as always, if you want to send any donations my way, Venmo at Strong Style Fit, or message me for any other options. I thank you so much for joining me, for all the support that you've given me. I really appreciate it. I really do enjoy spending this time with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. You guys take care. Mwah.